You can share you can on the phone. I can share content to like a website and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. We can do the same from the computer and see each other's whole computer and take control of each other's whole computer. So if you were on your computer, you can do the same thing, but you're not on your computer, so you can't.
That's why I got this bomb ass clarity.
Fuck your clarity, nigga. Okay, is it recording already?
Oh yeah, we recording now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we've been recording.
Oh fuck. Okay, well. Hi everybody. Welcome to a COVID episode of Everybody Gets One. We're all stuck inside the house, social distancing.
I know. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the first, but hopefully it's not the first of many.
It might be.
Yeah.
It's looking like we're fucked.
Right. It's the first of at least a few.
Samuel, you're looking quite yellow.
I know, Sam. What's on your mind? You're so quiet.
Looking like a plantain.
Wow.
Really?
What you watching?
I ain't watching nothing.
Somebody
definitely is. It is definitely his papa.
What he watching? Ninja Scroll?
No, he is watching 90210.
Oh my God.
He's catching up on his stories.
On his stories.
Oh, he want to go talk to his dad.
How he just gonna walk out on the podcast?
He want to go talk to his dad. That's what's about to happen. But yeah.
I want a snack.
How y'all keeping up on these? Oh, did you tell him to go to his room? You dirty, yo. You dirty.
No.
You dirty. This is fucking your daddy.
Anyways, today's topic.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Today, we will be talking about a legend, I guess. I would say they're a legend. They've done
several
shit.
legends. Several legends.
Yeah, they did some legendary shit. So we're talking about Image Comics today. I should stop spinning that because I'm pretty sure you guys can hear that.
Yes.
Wow.
But anyway, I was spinning my my Dragon Ball.
They spinning, nigga. They spinning.
But anyway, Image Comics. Have any of you all been a fan of anything from Image?
Yeah.
Of course.
Other than Spawn. Because I think we were all fans of Spawn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a serious cult-like following among comic enthusiasts. But I can't think of any particular titles that
you personally watch
other than Spawn that I really gravitate towards.
Yeah, I think we all did because that 90s movie was vicious.
Yeah.
Not even the movie. I watched the show on HBO.
Oh, I had
the
HBO.
cartoon.
I couldn't watch it. I actually watched it on
couldn't
YouTube.
either. I wasn't supposed to be watching it, but my parents were asleep, so it was like it was just on, and it was a cartoon, and it was like it had a really good storyline, even though I knew I shouldn't have been watching it.
I couldn't watch it because I was poor, so
that's fair. Well, we had the little we had the box.
Yeah, y'all had the chip.
Oh, okay. Y'all.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't hip to the chip. If I was hip to the chip, I would have got it.
Yeah, we had the box.
Yeah. That's how you had to do it up in the city.
Yep.
They had a number of titles, especially the ones that translated to animated series. Like
hold on. You got to start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning? Okay.
You can't just jump in.
All right. Well, okay. So Image Comics is pretty much comprised of 6 studios. It started with 7, but hold
on. Why was Image Comics started? You gotta ask the question.
Okay. All right.
Why? And when?
All right. It was founded in 1992.
Why?
By 7 high profile illustrators.
Who are they?
Rob Liefeld, Eric Larson, Jim Valentino, Todd McFarlane, Mark
Silvestri,
yeah. Jim Lee, and I forgot the
Wills.
one.
Did you get Wills?
No.
Yeah, Wills Portacio.
Yeah.
That's the last one. But initially
nobody knows who he is.
Well,
don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, initially it was 7, but one of them dropped out.
Well, he dropped out for personal reasons, family reasons.
Yeah. So each of those high profile illustrators, they all created their own.
Why did they do it?
Why did they do it? Because
You gotta foreplay this.
Okay. Well, since you know that
there was drama.
You gotta. There was drama behind this. There's a whole story.
There's always drama.
But I think the people want to know.
Go ahead, tell them.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say you just stopped in the middle. Well, okay, all right. So all 7 of these people were sick of working for Marvel, pretty much. All right. They noticed that all their work, and the works of people in the past, when you created like Superman or something like that, those people got paid a set amount for the work of Superman and never got paid any royalties or anything else after that. That was it. You get your one pay and it's over. And whoever owns whoever you drew that character for, you don't own it. You don't own anything. So it belongs to the major company. So Rob pretty much was the main guy who went out there and said straight up, next project I'm doing my own. I want to own my own shit. And that's just the way it is. So of course he told Todd and Mark and Eric and all of them that he was going to dip. So he ends up dipping. Yeah, well, it took a while to get Jim. Jim took time. It was Todd who actually got Jim to join because he was like, if we leave, yeah, of course there's going to be some problem, but we need to get like the biggest dog that they have.
Yes.
The biggest dog in the pound was Jim Lee.
Damn
if we
right.
Could get Jim Lee to leave, then it's on and popping.
Yeah, they're going to be hurt.
Exactly. They're going to
be hurt if we get Jim.
And if y'all don't know who Jim Lee is, Jim Lee drew the X-Men comics to where if y'all ever watched the 90s version of the show, that's inspired by Jim Lee's drawings.
Yes, his designs. His designs.
Mm-hmm. Those are his work. So imagine that.
And his team.
Exactly. Now, so imagine that. You get that man to dip out on you. You hurt.
Yeah.
So they dipped out. They told Marvel why they were dipping out, right? They gave them this whole speech and spiel. And I think it was Todd who decided to go to DC Comics and tell DC Comics down the street. They all walked in there together. They set up a meeting with them. It was hilarious. They set up a meeting with these people and everything. Went to DC Comics. DC Comics is so happy that they got these 7 people walking in their doors. What you gonna think? You gonna think that these people coming to work for you, right? That's the first thing you're gonna think. So they're all excited. They getting this whole meeting together. They get this meeting in there, and Todd McFarlane is just basically like, "Oh no, we ain't coming here to tell you that we working for you. We just came here to tell you that we left Marvel. We not coming to work for you, and we're gonna start our own thing. And these are the reasons why." And pretty much just talk shit to them all day.
And basically, it's like if we need to steal some of y'all's people, we're gonna steal some of y'all's people.
We're gonna take you. We're gonna take y'all.
That's gangster.
Yeah, they pretty much went in there gangstar.
Yeah. So I mean, like you said, it was founded on basically 2 provisions. Image does not own the creator's work; the creator does.
Right.
And then no Image partners would ever interfere creatively or financially with any other's work. So those are the 2 provisions that Image was founded on.
True.
Yeah, they were tired of the work for hire, which is kind of like how the comic book industry was back then, and the creator owned properties. So it was like you could create a character for Marvel, and you would get recognition for creating that character, but you would get none of the benefit of the payout for that character, So, like, for example, Rob Liefeld created Deadpool, I want to say, right?
If I'm not mistaken, you said who?
Deadpool.
Yeah, because he did X-Force. Yeah.
Yeah, so he gets recognition for Deadpool, but I don't think he's collecting collecting a check for Deadpool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And look at how popular Deadpool is now.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
So
his baby's just on the big screen, and he just gets to watch from the sideline.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
So the other characters, now that you brought up the characters that he created, Eric Larson worked on Spider-Man. He had his own Spider-Man book. Jim Valentino had Guardians of the Galaxy. Rob Liefeld had X-Force.
Mhm.
Todd McFarlane had his own Spider-Man book.
Mhm.
I can't even say his name. Whilce Partias. I'm gonna ruin his last name. Whilce, Italian-looking name. Okay,
hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. It's
and he's not even Italian.
Portasio.
Portasio. There you go. He was on X Factor.
If he's not Italian, then what is he?
He looks like he's like Asianish,
Maybe
What?
Filipino?
Pacific Islander-ish,
Yeah.
Filipino?
I'm thinking maybe Philippines.
probably. Mark Silvestri, he was on Wolverine. He did Wolverine.
Yep.
And Jim Lee, we all know. Yeah,
X-Men.
Yeah.
And you know that group of guys that you just named, when they left, they nicknamed themselves the Exodus.
True.
They should have made that a book. Why they?
Wow.
They're
That
gonna make
would've
a
been a book.
movie. Watch.
They should. I know all this nerd culture. Why don't they make that? You know how you got Straight Outta Compton? Why don't they make their shit?
It's not gonna happen
Hey.
until like they're all like 70 or 80 years old.
No, they don't need to be 70, 80 years old.
I
They're
know.
gonna have to have a larger platform because you got to think, other than Walking Dead, even then, Walking Dead hasn't been on the silver screen. It's been on TV.
Yeah, but it's done so well for TV.
It has,
Yeah.
but it's like other than that, and then you have Spawn, which
Spawn's
is
coming back
now about
to the
be
movie
remade.
theater.
So
Yeah,
I think that when Spawn comes out again, it'll kind of make them more relevant again, and it might open the door to people wanting to learn more about Image Comics. But Image doesn't have enough of a its platform
Yeah.
is big as Marvel and DC, at least in film.
yeah. Well,
Right.
it's been drowned.
Well-
Well, it's been drowned out. It's
So-
been drowned out because they started early on. It's just that they never promoted none of their stuff to be a comic book movie. Everything that they
Well-
ever put out, they never said, "Hey, look at us, we're a comic book." The only one that you
Right.
knew was The Walking Dead because obviously, it's modern times. I could just Google you real fast and know that it was like Witchblade.
Well-
I didn't know Witchblade was based on a
Oh,
comic.
Yeah.
They never promoted it that way.
Right.
never promoted it.
Also, Kingsman.
Yeah, the Kingsman. I didn't know that was a comic. They never promoted it that way.
That was an Image comic?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
Get out of here.
exactly.
And-
You see, they never promote their shit to be like that.
Right. And
Yeah.
part of the reason that they don't is because Image is so vast. They don't have a shared universe like Marvel and DC do.
Yeah, exactly. Everything lives on its own.
Yes, everything lives on its own. Kick-Ass is an Image.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
The
Same-
Walking Dead, Spawn.
Right.
There's another series that they really need to turn into like an HBO series or some kind of like streaming service series. It's called Saga.
Yeah, I know.
Saga,
Saga.
yeah,
Yeah,
Saga.
Saga.
That's
Saga.
one of their comics.
Bitch
That
Planet.
is
Bitch Planet is
okay.
another one.
Invincible and
Mhm.
Savage Dragon.
Yep.
yes.
That's another. Deadly Class. That's also that. It's
I didn't know
a
that was
movie
them.
right now, but that's them.
Bro, ain't the boys them too?
I don't.
Hold on.
The-
I think the boys are
the
them too.
boys
No,
are
not the boys. Not the boys. It's shit, that joint that just came out on Netflix. What's his name?
Oh. I
You know
what
exactly
you're
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shit. I can't believe I just
The,
one
the
that
one with all the kids. All the
yeah,
kids and,
What's his name? Made that book. From Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance made that book.
Yes.
okay.
That
what is it called? Yeah, that's the Image comic book too.
Umbrella. The Umbrella.
Yeah, the
Academy.
Umbrella
Umbrella
Academy.
Academy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's them.
Yeah.
Wildcats.
Oh,
Yep.
I hated
Wildcats
that. I hated that cartoon.
and Savage Dragon both had a cartoon. Saturday
Yep.
morning cartoon.
Yep. Savage Dragon came on, I think, before or after Mortal Kombat on USA TV. And
Why'd
then
you know this?
because I have the box set downstairs.
You should be ashamed of yourself
Wow.
watching that trash.
Leave that man alone.
Anyways,
Sam, you're the king of trash. You're the king of watching trash.
Whatever. Do you guys know the studio names that each founding member had?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want you to tell me.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us.
Right. We know Rio know.
All right. Well, Jim Lee had Wildstorm Productions.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Not to cut you off. All of these names are very 90s.
Yes,
So
extremely 90s.
brace yourself.
Fair.
Except for Todd's.
Todd's.
Yeah, I know his is like super basic. He's like
Yeah.
Kanye West of comic
Exactly.
books.
There's no point in naming your shit.
True.
Right.
It's true. What's the point of naming it? I make good music. Good music.
Baby.
Does he though?
That's smart. Good music, nigga.
All right.
Go ahead.
Mark Silvestri, Top Cow, Todd McFarlane Productions, Jim Valentino, Shadowline, Eric Larson, Highbrow Entertainment, and Rob Liefeld, Extreme Studios. I don't know about the other one.
Highbrow Entertainment aged well.
Yeah, Highbrow's a good name.
Now, of all of those that he just named, though, who do you think is the weakest?
Yeah, I would go with Extreme just because it's called fucking Extreme.
and that's Rob Liefeld,
Yep.
which is the member, one of the original members who was forced to drop out.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, they kicked his ass out. No, they were going to kick his ass out. He left before they could finish their vote.
Exactly.
They were going to kick his ass because I can tell. I watched this documentary. I could tell like his energy level. Like he's still stuck back in the 90s.
He is.
His energy level is up here, and he needs to come like down here somewhere. Like that nigga need to calm down.
They said that he uses like his power as CEO to pretty much promote his other separate publishing company.
Wow.
Maximum Press, I believe. Maximum Press.
Yeah.
This nigga need to just stop. Extreme and Maximum Press.
Yeah, he's going all the way.
Yeah, just stop it.
He ain't got no chill. Which it's so bizarre to me because I didn't know that until we started doing the research on this. I had no idea that Rob Liefeld was the CEO of Image. That is crazy to me. Why would you
I would
make
never
him
let
the
him
CEO?
Yeah. Well, because he was the original guy who said he was going to dip out. So I guess they just all figured that. Yeah. Oh, we technically followed his lead.
Right.
And here's the thing: he's the weakest of all the artists.
Yeah. Going over this shit,
dog. Yeah. He's sorry.
Jim Lee and Todd McFarlane are my two.
Yeah, they're the beasts.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
So
we all wanted Todd McFarlane toys. Let's not fake. We was getting them figurines, them Todd McFarlane, them expensive ass figurines. I was trying to collect them.
They're very detailed, though, man.
Yes. He did one for if I'm not mistaken, he did one for Gears of War.
Yes,
that was one of my favorite Xbox franchise games. I'm like, I wanted that shit so bad, but it was like $300 for that statue. Could not afford that shit.
And not only that, but I just remember the animation in the HBO series being very detailed and very like kind of high quality ahead of its time. Maybe that's my nostalgia, but
I'm pretty it's nostalgia, trust me. I watched it again. I'm like, why is everything in shadow? Like, well, you know what it was? It was to scare people. It was real scary. It was more scary because the books.
And it's probably how they got away with such graphic material.
Yeah, because people was getting
it was like
fucked up.
Nightmare fuel. Yeah.
Did they do the same thing with the same kind of like art style technique with Batman? With Spawn, like Batman, because with Batman they did everything on black paper.
So
almost everything on black
Spawn wasn't done on black paper, but
Spawn was like it was shadowy, but it was like a lot of red because of the cape. So you saw lots of red and lots of
red. Yeah, it was a good contrast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you guys know any of the like crossovers? Since some of these companies like Jim Lee, like he sold his
that doesn't count. He's a traitor.
Damn.
He's a fucking traitor.
So do you guys know any other characters that are basically now part of like DC or Marvel?
Other than Angela? Yeah, we both know Angela. That's it. From Spawn.
Thor's sister.
Thor's sister. Okay.
So I have here like two people from like I was about to say SWAT Cats. Wildcats.
Yeah.
Wildcats.
SWAT Cats was tight too.
I know.
About SWAT Cats.
It's Grifter. Grifter was the guy that was part of the
with the guns.
Yeah. He
was that the man with all the pouches?
Anything created by Rob Liefeld has patches. Has pouches, okay.
You might have seen him in the DC Flashpoint storyline. He got killed. He was fighting against the Amazons.
What?
He was the one guy that had like the red mask and the blonde hair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's in DC now?
Yep. He's DC. And if you guys remember Wildcat's Zealot, the lady with the
with the swords.
Yeah, with the white hair and the blades. Yeah. She's part of she appeared in New 52's Deathstroke Volume 2, where they had to go and find Lobo and like kind of hunt him down and kill him. So
I like Lobo. He's hilarious.
Yeah. So that's like kind of like the only two that I know. But I know with all these mergers, like there has to be more out there.
Only crossover I know is Pitt fought the Incredible Hulk.
Really?
Yeah. But that was like that book was meant for. It was more of like, you know how they did DC versus Marvel. They did that whole little thing. It was kind of like
the amalgam.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, just to make more money. That's all that was for.
Yeah, they're supposed to be doing it again. Actually.
Oh shit!
They're setting up for it in the Thor comics, and they set up for it in the DC storyline that just happened. The clock.
Dr. Manhattan's whole situation when he's like shit. What did he do? I know he was manipulating. He fucked around with the timeline.
Yes.
And, they need to stop. They need to stop with this whole.
I hate when comic books mess up with time because it messes up the whole story.
Yeah, the whole continuity, because they Dr. Manhattan like screwed up continuity.
I know.
Oh yeah, he made sure Green Lantern didn't get in time to get the lantern, the original Green Lantern, when that train was about to crash, whatever, and he had to grab for some lantern or some crap like that. So he changed his timeline story, and he changed a whole bunch of other people just to make sure like they didn't get what they got. I'm like, man, this is stupid. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Stop it now.
Did they announce any castings for the new Spawn movie?
Just said Jamie Foxx.
Just Jamie Foxx.
Spawn.
Yeah.
Fox.
He's playing Spawn.
And
yeah.
we already know now everything's canceled because the corona.
Yeah,
Well,
and then
they said they started filming, I guess, last year.
Yeah, but before the outbreak.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That movie ain't nowhere near done.
Yeah, that movie's not going to finish until at least 2021, or if not,
it's going to finish probably. It's going to finish in 2021 and then release in
2022. Yeah,
which is going to take
and then
forever
Black
to edit
Panther
it.
was scheduled to release in 2022, so that's probably going to be pushed.
Yeah, that's pushed back. That's pushed
damn.
back. All of this, anything that was supposed to come out
It's supposed to be in May
next year,
it's
not happening. It's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Definitely not gonna happen.
All of your favorite shows, everything.
Yep. Damn you, Rona.
I know that Rona.
But back to Jim Lee being a traitor. Okay. So this is when Image Comics got into a bit of a kerfuffle. All right.
What do you hate more, Jim Lee or video game movies?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love Jim Lee. He's just a traitor. That's fine. Like I love Triple H. He's a heel. He's still a bad guy. I'm still gonna boo him, but I love to boo him. That's the thing, you know. I love you, Triple H.
Oh Jesus.
Disney Plus.
Wow.
All right, let's get on Jim Lee.
Okay, all right, Jim Lee. Goddamn traitor. So Lee and Liefeld, they wanted to go back to Marvel. They didn't want to go like back to Marvel. Marvel gave them a proposition. At least this is the way they told the story. Marvel came up with a proposition like they had some comic books that needed revamping or whatever, right? And so they wanted the Image Boys, all of them apparently, to come over there and reinvigorate Marvel. Pay them some money, but with established characters that are already there. So it wasn't like they told them make original work and then, obviously we're going to own it and you don't. It was come over here and help reinvigorate some of our old books. So, of course, most of the people at Image, Todd McFarlane, a gangster, yo. He was not. I watched the documentary. He's not with none of the shits. He don't want nothing to do with Marvel ever again. So he was like, nah, of course not. I don't want to do that shit. But our boys Lee and Liefeld chose to go over there and do it anyway, which that started all the saltiness between the two, between everybody, between all 7 of them actually.
What did Lee work on? I don't remember him going back. What did he work on?
Superman.
No, we're talking about Marvel.
That's
He went,
DC.
like, Marvel.
Oh, for Marvel.
He did Captain. I think that's his work on Captain America. They showed some pictures of it. It kind of looks like X-Men cartoonish.
You talking about like the buff Captain America with the
No,
strong-
that was Liefeld.
He has the wings. That was Liefeld?
Yes, because
Okay.
his chest is like out here.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's got really tiny hands.
And he has
like,
these giant. They put the Captain America like a wing symbol in the middle of his head for some reason. I'm like, all right, this looks stupid. But
oh, you know what? I know what you're talking about. That was Heroes Reborn.
yeah, that's the project they
That
worked
was
on.
the Heroes Reborn story.
That was Lee and Liefeld. They did that. Heroes
okay.
Reborn.
Right. Okay.
And then Liefeld caused some more beef with Silvestri. Because remember, Image Comics is just an umbrella company. They all own their own separate situations, right? So Liefeld tried to poach one of Silvestri's artists.
Yes, an awesome artist.
Yeah, and it kind of pissed him off. He's like, "Why are you over here propositioning my boys? You know, the deal is we don't get involved in each other's business."
Right.
Yes.
And he crossed the line, and so Silvestri ended up leaving. And then, of course, I think he came back, though, because in the documentary, he had on an Image shirt. I didn't do any research on that, but I don't know. Maybe he's still, cool with everybody. I don't know. But he had on an Image shirt, so I don't know what that means.
Liefeld tried to take Michael Turner, who was an artist. He was an artist for Witchblade, and that dude is an amazing artist. I love that dude's art. And but Michael Turner actually, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. He actually ended up dying.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. So like his art is fantastic. If you can ever get your hands on it, definitely pick it up. But he did really good work on Witchblade. And actually, there was another book. It had something to do with a girl with water. She had like water powers. I can't remember what the series is called though.
Water Girl.
Wow.
Something like that, like Tidal or Wave, or I don't know.
Tidal would have been a good name.
Yeah. Anybody who's listening, if you know what it is, just like leave it in the comments and
Hey, everybody.
But Liefeld went ahead and pulled chocks, and he was like, "Well, I need to get the hell out of here because I'm pissing these guys off now."
Yeah, because they was about to vote his bitch ass out.
Yeah,
they was gonna vote his ass out the company.
But so they were, like you said, Image Comics was under they were their own separate thing, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or they were producing their own stuff, but they were published by Malibu Comics.
Yeah.
And Malibu Comics, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a show. It was a cartoon. I'm trying to remember what the hell it was. But it was like a character, it was like a kid, it was like a Shazam type character where it was a kid who could become like this big superhero guy. What the heck was the name of it?
Was it Captain Nigga?
You had to go ahead and drop one.
Good night.
I didn't say it.
It was so they had this
I gotta get
called,
one in. Gotta get
they
one.
had this thing called the Ultraverse. And they actually kind of blended with Marvel for a little while.
Oh, that's the same thing. Who was Status Shot under at first? I forgot that was their own separate entity. And then they did a whole little merger into DC Comics when DC Comics bought out the company. But it wasn't temporary, it was permanent. So Static is now
there
DC
it is.
Comics.
So Malibu had this team called Ultra Force. Super 90s. Yeah, whack.
Ultra fucking Force.
Yeah, and they did like a crossover with the Avengers and all that. But they were just
Space Force.
The premise was weird. Space Force, I know.
Donald
right?
Trump Space Force.
Cannot.
Well, Mark Silvestri had a Cyber Force. Very 90s.
Yeah, it was
Anything
whack.
Anything Force is very 90s.
Yeah. X-Force, Ultra Force.
I wonder if the Delta Force was founded in the 90s.
Oh my God.
Probably.
That is funny.
Sounds about right. But what was I about to say?
Oh, what's that movie that Vin Diesel just came out with?
Bloodsport. Not Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Bloodshot. Isn't that
got
Image?
Bloodsport? Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's not Image?
Not.
What is that, Variant?
I think it's,
Oh, that is Variant. That's Variant. You're right. That's Variant.
Okay.
I'm thinking
Okay.
Youngblood.
No, Youngblood is
no.
Youngblood is yes it is. Youngblood is Image.
Yeah,
Youngblood is Image, yeah.
Right. That's what I was saying. You probably got it mixed up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the bloods in the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got
So-
a whole rack of titles, man, that I gotta check out.
So what do you guys
Shit.
think about so of course, hands down, easily, Spawn was Image's most popular original character, which was created by Todd McFarlane. And the main
Right.
character was African American. But
Right.
He was
in
dead
retrospect to that, yes, he
and
was
set on fire.
he was
And went to hell.
Yeah, he was. In retrospect, he wasn't like a Spider-Man or a Superman,
Yeah,
or
he was
or even a Batman character. His origin story. Yes, exactly. He was more of an anti-hero. But,
And unlike a lot of other characters, his race is like really arbitrary to his identity. Like
Yeah,
That's
he's a
very true.
goddamn zombie.
it's not a part of who he is. You know what I'm saying? Other than the
Yes.
fact that he's black, and you see that he's black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the beginning.
Right.
Well, you saw.
Yeah.
So that nigga got sent to hell.
Right.
Yeah. That's
But it's
actually a
not
really
like-
good point. I've never thought of that. I've never
Yeah.
thought about it.
Yeah,
Like-
it's not tied in the same way as like Luke Cage or
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Yeah, it's
Or-
clearly
Right.
known that hey, this is either I'm
Right, 'cause
Nigerian
Black-
or I'm or I'm African American. Why you looking at me
Yeah,
like that, Sam?
I'm from Harlem.
Or I'm from Niger. Oh God. Corona. But what was I about to say? Shit, my brain just farted. But
I don't
anyway,
know. I was just asking about how y'all feel about that, the character and his representation is in the comic book world. And
well, I
you
was
know-
shocked that he was black because the first Spawn comic book I got was from my godmother. I don't know why she gave me that shit. She should have gave me that shit because remember I was telling you, Rio, when we were on live. One of the first ones I got was when he went to the dead zone inside
Yes.
the Oh no.
I guess I'm the captain now.
Is it still recording?
Yes, it is. Well, it's recording on mine.
Oh no, we're gonna get split up.
Nah, that's good. Come on.
Because if it's recording on hers and then it's
No,
split off and
It's
recording on
cloud.
okay, thank you, God. Yeah, one of the first ones I got was when he went to the dead zone. And I didn't know Spawn was black. I didn't even know his name was Al Simmons.
right.
So I'm just reading along. I'm like, why is this zombie dude, this big ass hero, or whatever? I'm like, his face looks fucked up. Like, I'm like, he's supposed to. Our Wi-Fi went down. Okay, so hey everybody. So Cece's Wi-Fi went down.
Yeah, she
Oh.
got kicked out.
She got booted. So what I'm going to do?
We're gonna try and get her back, but
We're going to try and get her back.
continue.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime. But yeah, reading that book, man, I was like, all right, he's kind of cool or whatever. But seeing him get his head blown off. Oh, there she goes. Why you look so sad? Connected audio. Okay. Oh yeah. I see it. Connected audio. Why you look so sad? I see you.
Who, me?
Yeah, you was like.
Because I'm so mad. My Wi-Fi went down. Comcast sucks.
Comcast is trash.
Uh-oh. You gonna have to bleep out the name Comcast.
Nah, they ain't gonna get no sponsorship. Fuck you,
Oh.
Comcast.
I found how to do this. I think the gallery view thing.
It's working.
I don't know. I still see y'all one at a time.
But anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, you know, seeing his head blown off, like that shouldn't have been one of my first experiences with Spawn. Like his body chained up with his own chains hanging up against it inside the alley with just necroplasm gushing down his down his neck.
Yeah.
And these guys, these police officers, I forgot their names. Twitch and something.
Sam and Twitch.
Yeah, Sam and Twitch. They dragged him out of the dead zone. And apparently his body was heavy because they even like talked about how heavy his body was. And as they were dragging him out of the dead zone, he was leaving, like he was tearing up the asphalt as they were dragging him out of the dead zone. And then when they finally got him out, all these like rats, roaches, bats, and worms just started recompiling his head. And then he had like a new face where, like, you've seen his face. You've seen Spawn's face where it's all like charred up and burnt up. So there's different versions of his face. So like there's the original version where he's just charred up. He's just a charred up person. And then when he goes to dead zone, gets his head blown off. His head is like kind of put back together. He has like worms kind of sticking out of his mouth. And he has like these, I don't know if the rats brought rubber bands or some shit to hold his head together.
Like skin.
Yeah, it's like rubber bands. No, it's like, it ain't skin. It's like you can see sewing near the side holding his jaw on. That shit, that shit, I ain't gonna lie. That shit kind of fucked with me a little bit.
A little bit? That's nasty.
Yeah, I still remember it to this day. So I'm pretty sure it fucked with me a lot. So I take that back. I'm lying.
So with Spawn, his story finished. Al Simmons' story finished. And what ends up happening is he makes it to a point where he ends up becoming friends with like the mother of the universe, essentially.
Pretty much.
And
God and Satan's mama.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he ends up meeting God and the devil. And they can't agree on what's gonna happen to the earth.
Hold on. You could give them a little spoiler. Who are God and Satan?
Oh, I figured it out.
So at first, God and Satan are his the kids, right? They're they look like his wife's kids.
Yeah, exactly. His ex-wife.
But he says that he doesn't want them to look like that, so then they look like how they actually look.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which God looks like an 80s rock star.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the devil looks like an 80s rock star with horns. It was really lazy, like
they didn't even try
for like God and the devil. Yeah. So anyway, the mother of the universe ends up granting Spawn the power of God, essentially, and he, in a sense, restarts Earth.
Yeah.
But he allows everyone to remember what happened in the end days before he did that. So that way they wouldn't like just keep living naive, and they would understand that like there actually is a higher power that is controlling everything.
Yeah, he pretty much was Jesus. He literally sacrificed himself. Like in the end, when he was battling them, he figured out that, I need to stop fighting and let them kill me. And when they killed him, he was resurrected. Like literally, he became Jesus fucking Christ with the angel wings and all that shit.
Yeah. And then he ends up in the end, the mother of the universe asks him what he wants to do, and he decides that he just wants to become Al Simmons again. And he goes back to Angela, his wife.
Right.
Even though she was married, she had remarried his best friend.
Right.
But I don't think that they actually definitively show what happens when he becomes human again and goes to her. They just kind of leave that open-ended.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
Quick
that's
question,
the end. Spoiler alert, that's the end of Spawn.
Right.
Yeah. You could probably buy the graphic novel. I'm going to buy it. I know I'm going to. But quick question. Do y'all remember in the Spawn cartoon, right? Because I just watched it recently, all right? Like probably 2 months ago. Al Simmons, I'll have to see if this is inside the book. But when Al Simmons came back as Spawn, right? And he wanted to see Angela again, right? This nigga found out that the suit could do whatever you want, pretty much, right? He transformed himself into his best friend because his best friend married his wife. He transformed himself into his best friend and then fucked his wife.
I do not remember that.
Y'all don't remember? Yo, I was like, what is he doing? I was like, he just transformed himself into his best. I'm like, he about to do what I think he about to do. At first, I thought he was going to do something innocent, like just go home, look around the house, and just remember things, right? Because he did go in. He was like, "Oh yeah, I miss you, blah blah blah." He just talked to her, or whatever, And then he stayed in the house with her, and he smashed. As Spawn, he smashed. And I'm like, yo, like, why'd you do that? And then sure enough, it was a plan by Malebolgia the whole time. You were thinking that Spawn was supposed to be this master plan for them to take over, to go create their army and take over heaven or whatever, right? The plan actually was, at least in the TV show, was for him to come back, be so enamored with being back with his wife that he transformed himself into his friend and smash his own smash his wife again. So now there's a hellspawn growing inside Angela, which is crazy.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want to know, did he do that in the comic book? And is that what led all the way to the end? Was he bringing in the rebirth of Satan? Like, did Spawn create the Antichrist? Was he literally his namesake? Was he literally Spawn and just went boop, boop, boop?
I don't think he was necessarily aware of it. If that,
yeah, of course, no, he wasn't, because it's Malebolgia. Malebolgia's job is to trick you into doing things.
Right, exactly. And I do know that in the movie, at least, the devil really did want to like use him and have him be like his strongest soldier.
He wanted him to be, complete a mission.
Which Malebolgia was not the devil. Malebolgia
he was one. He's one of many devils.
Yes.
There's 10 circles. There's 10 circles of hell, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 10 circles. Malebolgia's is number 8.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Hey, you got a droid? Random question. Swipe right on your phone.
I got an iPhone.
So
let me see. You're right. Woo! There it is.
You can see it,
baby. Burr, 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 burr. Insert the thing, Sam.
Look at that. I get to see Sam's face.
You got no mixer?
No.
Sam, you want to talk about an anime real quick?
I know. That's what he want to talk about. He's like, you niggas are not talking about the anime.
Cece, do you have a favorite character from Image?
Oh, we lost Rio.
No, I'm still here. I fucked up.
I know, where you go. Spawn and Michonne, I guess, would be my two favorites. Spawn is the one that I remember most. Like I said, as a kid, I was watching it when I should not have been watching that show. I did not know he was black when I was a kid. Even though I kind of, you just felt, because, he was voiced by a black guy. So
yeah.
You knew, but you didn't know, And then, obviously Michonne, when I was already watching Walking Dead. And then when I remember the episode when she first appeared and she had like the little zombies chained to her and stuff.
Yeah, chained to her.
I was like, who is this?
Right?
Ass.
Yeah, I thought that was tight, because that's actually a smart thing to do. Cut the bottom jaws off so they can't bite you.
Right.
And just have them chained to you, so you could always get around zombies, because you have 2 zombies right next to you. Like, you smell like zombie.
Weren't the 2 zombies that were chained to her, weren't they her husband and her husband's best friend?
Yeah. They were like members of her family.
Sad.
Yeah, so that was one thing that I really appreciated about The Walking Dead, was because that's something that, unfortunately, a lot of other comic book houses haven't done well with their black woman characters, is develop the character and their backstory and everything.
Yeah.
I think that they did a really good job in the show, even though I know that she doesn't hook up with Rick in the comics and people have mixed feelings about that. But I think that the way that they did her like whole background story, and you see the layers, because at first it's like she comes off as this very stern, like stereotypical strong black woman type thing. But then they peel back all these layers and all the like different things that she went through and experienced. So I thought that was really cool.
Well, the reason why the show is different from the comic is because Robert Kirkman, he wanted to change the way things happened in the comic that he created, because he's like, maybe I didn't want this to happen, I didn't want that to happen. So he was using the show as his outlet to actually change certain characters, make people get into relationships that he thought that he should have done
Mm.
See, I honestly thought that Michonne was eventually going to get with Rick because I'm like, they're two alphas. An alpha's not going to get with a beta. I can't see her dating anybody else in that show because everybody else in there were they were beta males.
Well,
Rick was the only alpha.
Daryl wasn't necessarily a beta male.
Oh no, Daryl does his own thing, but he was in that weird momish relationship with what's the chick's name?
Yeah,
Carol.
Carol, yeah. Him and Carol had their own dynamic. Like, the four of those people, they're all alphas.
But then it was weird because when Carol was messing with Ezekiel, he was like jealous, you know.
Yeah. Because that's his mama, man. He like, nah, man, you gotta stay away from my mom. That's my boo. You can't be messing with her. My boo mom.
And then Glenn, man, R.I.P. Glenn.
Oh yeah,
man, he was so handy.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Plus, I think Daryl was more of a wild card than an alpha.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. You could be an alpha and a wild card.
Yeah. He started out because it was like he started out beta to his brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he definitely was
a wild card, and then he became an alpha.
Yep. He's definitely an alpha to me. He's definitely an alpha.
Now in the series, he probably is an alpha. But I kind of put Daryl in the same box that I put Wolverine in.
Okay.
Like,
smart.
Like Wolverine isn't really a leader of a team because he doesn't.
True.
He knows how to do his own thing. He doesn't know how to bring people along with him.
Right.
Exactly. He has bad social skills.
Yeah.
It's true.
That is true. I didn't think about that. Yeah I can see that now. So it's like he's an alpha to himself.
Yeah.
He cannot.
Alpha personality.
Exactly. Alpha personality. He just can't be around too many people.
Right. He's not a team. I mean, he is a team player.
Team player-ish. Yeah, he likes being around the family, but he likes going off and doing his own thing. Who?
Yeah, but Daryl's still more of a team player than Logan is, in my opinion. There was always a method because there was always a method to his madness, even when he was doing his own thing. He was always doing I think when he was most kind of like in his own zone and doing his own thing was when he was looking for Sophia. Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. True.
That was all he gave it. That was all that man cared about was finding Sophia for like all that time.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And you know who we have to thank for The Walking Dead? Jim Valentino, because he became the publisher and decided that Image Comics should look outside of people in superhero tights and all that other crap. He said, let's look for other things. Mm-hmm. But apparently, Robert Kirkman kind of lied to him about The Walking Dead. So apparently, he told him what the story was about, and he said it was a zombie book, pretty much. And then Valentino was like, "Nah, we can't sell no zombie books, man. You know, zombie books don't sell well. You know, it's not gonna work." So then he lied to him and told him, "No. It's a zombie book, but it's got a twist." And like, there's like this alien invasion that's really happening. And so like the zombies are like a cover up for the invasion. You just don't understand it. So, you know, blah, blah, blah. So he said, all right, go ahead. Go do your thing. Right. So as Valentino's going through the books, and this is after the fact that, you know, the books are up and everything.
Sorry.
Oh, shit. Turn the phone off.
I'm trying to. It won't let me. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Woo!
I'm sorry.
That was all up in there.
Well, at least nope, it's not off. Technical difficulties. Kill the app.
I'm trying to. It won't let me. All right. I'm just gonna leave this one.
Okay, there we go.
Can you see?
I can see a frozen picture of you.
See?
Yeah, same
lovely.
here.
It looks lovely.
Yeah, it's not a bad frozen picture.
No, it's not a bad one.
I'm sure it's terrible. Y'all just telling me that it's not bad to make me feel.
You'll see it in the video.
Yeah.
You'll see it in the video. It's all right. But anyway, so yeah, he lied to him, told him that it was a secret alien invasion and that there will be like Easter eggs in between, and you'll kind of hint towards the alien invasion. He goes through all the books. He's like, and this is after that these books are already out on the shelf.
Right,
like,
right.
It's like, hold on, when the fuck is this alien invasion happening? And he was like, yeah, there's no invasion. And he's like, yo, nigga. And he was like, you know, you ain't have to lie to me. You know, you could have just told me, because the story is more about Rick and and Carl. You know,
Yeah.
so if you would have told him that was more about a father-son relationship during a zombie apocalypse, he said, like, if you would have worded it correctly, then I would have been like, oh, okay, we get to see the dynamics of a father and son during a zombie apocalypse. If you would have said that, then we would have been okay. But you didn't say that. You just said it was a zombie book. So your wording was bad. But by then, The Walking Dead was selling out on the shelf. So
yeah,
he was
Walking
like,
Dead's the shit.
He was like, shit, let it run. So, and he also got to become a partner. So he's now the seventh guy. He is the guy.
Oh, Kirkman?
Yeah, he's a partner.
Oh, okay.
Straight up. Shit. And he used to be a fan of Image Comics as a kid.
Wow.
To becoming a partner in the company.
Yeah. That's what's up. So I need you to finish your Jim Lee hate story.
Oh, I don't hate
him.
It's just that was a pussy ass move. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, but no. But
I still like you, Jim Lee. I still like you, but that was a pussy move. Let's be real.
So Jim Lee is now
pussy,
a publisher and chief executive officer of DC Comics. That's a hell of a come up. That's a come up.
Give a fuck, nah, man. That's pussy.
That's a come up.
Still pussy.
What you talking about, Jim Lee? Yo,
does he still own his share? Does he still own his share in Image?
That man is drawn. I don't know.
Hopefully not, because that's
he probably made the right move, man. He made the right moves.
Yeah, because
you might hate him, but he made the right moves.
DC Comics is trash, but go ahead.
He's got a Harvey Award, he's got an Inkpot Award, and he's got 3 Wizard Fan Awards.
He has a Steve Harvey Award.
For our younger fans, if you don't know what Wizard is a magazine that used to come out like in the 90s, and then maybe they might have lasted until like the early 2000s about comic books, anything
like
new
in comic books,
yeah,
right?
up and coming comic book stuff. Wizard.
I don't care that he got a Steve Harvey Award. That means nothing to me.
Shut the fuck up.
Steve Harvey Award.
Petty.
Nah, man. He ain't have to do that, man. Why you do that, man?
How you do that, damn?
Hopefully he's still not a partner in Image Comics. I'm taking your partnership away.
No, he sold his
under brand.
He's good. He
didn't sell his. He didn't. That doesn't mean you sold your share. There's a difference. You can sell. Remember, Image Comics is just the umbrella. You have your own entities within. He sold his entity within. That doesn't mean he doesn't still own part of Image. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. That he still own a part of it.
So I got something for y'all. Y'all remember that movie Wanted with Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's part of Image.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Yep.
That's very true. Owns a lot of shit that we just don't recognize.
Yeah. Because like you said, they don't really advertise that as part of Image.
Like
they don't brand too good.
Yeah, when I saw Witchblade was an anime, I was like, oh yeah, Witchblade, and it's a totally different type of Witchblade.
Yeah,
was it like a live action series too?
No, well, yeah, the live action series is the original.
I think that was whack. The live action
that came on TNT or something.
It did.
Yeah, but it followed what's just supposed to happen.
Just like the Blade
anime, Witchblade the anime was a porn series.
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
it was just straight up porn. It was just people going 24/7.
When the suit basically appeared on their body.
Yeah, when the suit comes on your body, you have an orgasm, pretty much.
If a show comes on TNT, it's trash. Okay, especially original shows.
That's true. But when anime,
Witchblade, trash.
But they usually last longer than Fox shows.
Nigger.
What are you talking about? Gotham?
Why?
That joint ran for like 8 seasons or some crazy shit like that.
And all they did,
Gotham. All they did was do
Gotham was
Batman
trash.
villain origin
Gotham was
stories.
trash.
Gotham
not
was
trash.
Smallville.
Yes, it was, man.
Gotham
it
was
was fake me
Smallville.
out. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
It
was.
was nothing like Smallville.
I waited. that
Nowhere
man-
near.
I
Was
waited
it
9
was
years
it
to see
written
that
as
man.
well as Smallville?
I'm saying in terms of like
Okay.
blue balling
Yeah, no,
people.
I'm saying.
Blue balling people.
I'm saying. It didn't blue ball nobody.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Wait,
Told
what
him.
happened to the girl that's supposed to be Catwoman? What happened to her?
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you talking about from Gotham?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch that shit.
Yeah, apparently she was Catwoman since she was like 10
12.
years old. Some shit like that.
How the hell can you be the Joker and Catwoman and the Penguin and all this shit when you a kid? Get the fuck out of here. Get this bullshit out my face.
But they're
I mean,
not. It's just showing you how they're becoming.
But that's not likely. That's not even humanly possible that one person would run into his entire rogues gallery as children. How in the fuck? That means y'all never left the city. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do.
Have
No,
you ever
when
lived
you-
in the
when
city
you
before?
poor,
They
That's
wasn't
exactly what it's
poor.
like.
Not all of them was
Right.
poor.
You ever
When
been
you-
to the city and been poor before? You
Yes,
ask kids
Exactly.
I
where
lived
they
in
from.
DC. I was poor my whole life.
Right.
Guess
You
what?
ask
I
kids
still got
where
out
they
of the
from, they be
country.
like Ward
Yeah.
7.
I still got out of the country. All right.
Alex, because you're not poor anymore.
No, I'm talking about when I was poor. We left the country. Okay. We went on trips.
Alex, your family is from Trinidad.
It don't mean nothing.
You have international connections.
This nigga is the Prince of Gotham. This nigga can't fucking leave.
He's not from Trinidad.
It don't matter. He can go to
He's
Texas.
from
He could
here.
have went anywhere else in the world.
He's from Gotham. His parents
Yeah.
were
I
from
love Gotham.
and poor.
You know what?
His grandparents were from Gotham and poor.
Bruh.
Everybody
No, they weren't.
from-
They were rich. Rich.
He was living in the hood.
Rich.
Well, why he living in the hood?
Who?
If his family rich.
Who?
He was living in the only part that wasn't hood.
Who?
Gotham is made completely out of projects.
Oh, that is okay.
He's not lying though.
It
It's
is.
true. Gotham is New York in the 80s.
Oh, it is.
It's true.
Everybody getting because I heard in Times Square people was getting shot up like in Times Square.
No,
Like how the hell you get shot in the middle of Times Square?
No, like legit in the 80s, the whole of New York was just
What
like,
the shit, man?
yeah.
God bless him.
Hey, yeah.
No place.
So that's what I'm saying, Alex. You can run into all your villains as a
Nigga,
child.
I had a couple enemies. I
And
moved
if
the
they had
niggas
a
away.
ring,
What?
they had a ring going. I mean, none of this shit really, I mean, it's fucking superheroes and shit. None of this shit makes sense.
That's true too.
It was funny saying Mark
Except for
Hamill
Spawn. Spawn
played the
makes sense.
Joker. He played somebody, but he didn't play the Joker.
Oh, he played Cat. What the fuck was that character's name? I can't remember, but it was a character that he played when he was younger. So he was just kind of like coming back to that character.
Let me see.
I can't remember what the character's name was though. I want to say it was a villain that had something to do with cold.
No.
We went from Image to DC.
I know. How did this
Hey, we
happen?
didn't even talk about Image no more.
Fuck you, DC.
Damn.
I agree.
Not a fan.
Anyways, well, yeah. Any other interesting facts from Image? Any factoids?
Factoids.
Oh, titties.
That's not. I have a shirt on under this.
Oh shit. Never mind.
Oh, I was wondering where that
Anti-titties.
came from.
I was about to do this.
Because I went like
My
this.
camera.
Y'all see shoulders and start tripping.
Yep.
Like, don't let me show my wrist now. I'll take
Well, actually, I
I'll
put all
take
my
these
factoids in the
spikes
middle of my of my speeches. I just ran through everything.
I'm gonna start an OnlyFans showing my wrists and shoulders.
Now you should do one showing your feet.
Oh my god.
To your feet. I promise
I
you.
don't think I want a fan base.
Weirdos will pay you
I don't think
money
I
for
want
your
that
feet.
fan base.
Yes, you do.
And I'm sure that some of them will probably pay handsomely too.
Change
So
your
Image
name.
Comics, yeah, Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee.
Well, this podcast is over. We talked about everything.
Yeah. All right, I guess we can
Fuck,
stop
we were
recording.
on you. Huh?
Well, hold on. What the fuck are you doing, nigga? You ain't
I
giving them out your
I don't have
socials.
control.
Oh, you gotta get your socials out first.
All right.
We still recording.
See,
Yeah, so give us your socials.
Well, CC the Geek on Facebook and Instagram. CC the Greek Geek on Twitter. Don't forget to like and follow HBCUCon on all 3 platforms as well.
And don't forget to follow CC's feet.
No.
At CC's feet.
You cannot
Instagram.
follow my feet. Please do not follow my feet online or in person.
You've probably already got a Reddit feed, like who is any picture that you already had your feet on it, they zoomed
Don't
in.
even. I'm already
And
being followed by
Hashtag
somebody.
CC's feet.
I'm already being followed by somebody who's got the word legs in their username. So, but that's another story.
Perfect.
That's a story for another day.
All right, Rio.
Chun-Li's legs.
All right, Rio. Give us the-
It's gonna be on Instagram at Griffin_studios and on Twitter at Rio_Griffin.
Samuel.
It's going to be
Plantain
at,
Poppy. At Plantain Poppy.
Plantain,
it's going to be
Oh,
at,
that's gonna be your new name. Hey, hashtag Plantain Poppy. Plantain Poppy. Let's go.
why is there a new hashtag every episode?
Yo, CC's feet and Plantain Poppy.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
Plantain Poppy.
Anyways,
All right, Plantain Poppy. Go ahead.
SF Design 21 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. There you go.
You gonna have to change your name after this. You know that, right?
He's
No,
got
I'm
his
not.
coffee.
You gotta
knit
make one
shirt
called
on.
Plantain Poppy. That's why I call him Plantain Poppy because he got
All
that
right,
yellow
Alex,
ass shirt.
Just
Metro
like the box.
__ Tom.
All right, so follow, not me. Let's follow. Everybody gets one on
He's-
Facebook. That's
And
ONE
YouTube.
on Facebook. And follow everybody gets 01 on Twitter and Instagram.
And I need to follow you too.
Nah, they don't need to follow me.
Metro_Tom on
Nah,
Instagram.
don't look at that.
Alex Thomas photos on Facebook.
I don't exist.
Whatever.
I'm a ghost. But anyway, bye everybody.
You're a silent tank.
Why are you gonna flip the people off?
He's so. Just say you mad. You want to go outside.
He wants to.
You want to shoot again.
Nah, yeah, he want to shoot something out that plantain.
Wow.
Perfect. I gotta do the sound bites.
I know. Donate to Sam's Nips, y'all.
All right,
Sam's
end the
Nips,
recording.
Plantain Poppy, CC's feet. I'm gonna come up with something for
Sam's
Rio.
Done. He's over it.